Hodgkin lymphoma is a disease where we have made a lot of progress over recent years, but clearly we'd like to keep moving forward. And in Hodgkin lymphoma, one of the challenges is in the space of advanced stage patients, patients with stage 4 and stage 3 disease. Those are patients where there is still an unmet need and we need to build on ABVD chemotherapy. So ABVD, which is a 4-drug combination, is really a standard approach for patients with advanced Hodgkin lymphoma. The ECHELON-1 trial is a comparison of a new combination, and that is AVD chemotherapy, now with the addition of a further agent, brentuximab vedotin. So brentuximab vedotin is a antibody drug conjugate. It has an antibody which binds to the tumor cell, but also delivers a toxin which kills the cells. And the phase 1 trial combining that agent with AVD chemotherapy showed a very high response rate. So a lot of excitement about using that combination, and so the ECHELON-1 trial was a large international multi-institutional study where a comparison was made between ABVD, the standard, and AVD chemotherapy plus brentuximab vedotin. So these results were just reported. It was a positive study. It met its primary endpoint. The primary endpoint was the modified progression-free survival, and it was 77% in the standard arm and 82% in the experimental arm. I think one of the exciting parts about the study is a further analysis which will be forthcoming, and that is trying to identify the patients who benefit the most. And those might be the patients with the stage 4 disease, possibly elderly patients, and those were patients where potentially this more expensive combination will have the greatest impact and be best for patients. Brentuximab vedotin is an agent that has approval for patients with Hodgkin lymphoma. It's an antibody drug conjugate where the antibody delivers the toxin to the tumor cell, and in patients who had failed autologous stem cell transplantation, this, in the pivotal trial, showed very good results with a high overall response rate and a complete response rate for some where it has been very durable, and there are patients out beyond 5 years with ongoing benefit. So that's now moved earlier in the course of treatment. It's being tested as a part of a salvage regimen and now has been moved into frontline in combination with chemotherapy. So this is an example of a new drug which has moved from its established place post-transplant in the 3rd line now into frontline combination approaches. The FDA has actually given the combination of AVD chemotherapy plus brentuximab vedotin breakthrough status, and so because the primary endpoint of the study was met, I would anticipate that this will be an approved indication now in frontline for patients with Hodgkin lymphoma. So I think we can see in the near future that this would be an established combination which will be used for patients with advanced stage Hodgkin lymphoma.